Ever since the Edward Snowden leak showed how US intelligence services were following people online, here in Europe, questions have been asked about how data is transferred across the Atlantic. So here on The Brief from Brussels, we're taking a look at a very important case currently going through the European Court of Justice, Europe's top court. It's more likely than not that the phone you carry has the Facebook app on it. And what Facebook and other tech firms do with the data we all share across their platforms is subject to a crucial ruling in the EU's top court. One young Austrian lawyer, Max Schrems, has been on a campaign to fix data sharing rules since 2013.
The whole case is about NSA surveillance. If you share data with one of the big tech companies like Facebook or Google, they have to forward that information to the US security services in a way that is oftentimes described as mass surveillance.
Judges at the European Court of Justice are deciding whether the Irish data protection regulators, where Facebook is headquartered, should be forced to stop European data from going abroad unless there are laws in place to protect it.
The upside is that this is getting a lot of attention. The downside potentially is that it could really disrupt data flows between the EU and the US.
And while this case focuses on Facebook, any ruling could affect hundreds of thousands of companies and take a toll potentially on the global economy.
After all, what we want to achieve is that this new technology is actually serving the people and not necessarily just a couple of corporations or governments.
It's one of the most complex cases in Europe right now and will lay the groundwork for all future EU laws on data transfers. Judges at the European Court of Justice will be delivering their judgment on 11 questions put to them by the Irish data protection regulators. Once the judgments are out, companies like Facebook and the rest will have to decide what that means for them in practical terms when they're sharing data across the Atlantic. Jack Parrott, Euronews, Brussels. Latvia has a new president. 64-year-old Egil Levits was officially sworn in as the new head of state of the Baltic Republic and EU member state. Levits, a former judge at the European Court of Justice and co-author of Latvia's Declaration of Independence, was elected back in May. Amsterdam's Rijksmuseum has begun the biggest ever restoration of Rembrandt's famous painting, The Night Watch. A huge glass cage has been erected around it so the public can see the work being carried out. The multi-million-euro overhaul of the giant 1642 masterpiece is also being streamed online.